or 25, 2019. Obviously, I'm just waking up. It's like 5:30 in the morning. What am I thinking of that I really... This is just gonna fucking cause Jewish people to blow a gasket, but it really is not anti-Semitic, because I'm not saying this against Jewish people. I'm not pro-Hitler or pro-Hitler's side or anything, but I'm just saying purely as a thought project. Ever since I was a little kid, I've always wondered, I'm like, how could that Hitler guy, how could those Nazi people do it? Where would they get? I mean, like, I always, half a century, ever since I've heard about it, I've just been like, what on earth? In my head, I'm like, what could drive a people to do something like that? What? Well, since being home and seeing all the things that I've seen, especially since 2015, especially since March of 2015, because March of 2015 until whenever I figured it out, that was the key. That was the key that explained the previous half century of my life and made it make sense, because it didn't make sense before. Did not make sense to understand that actually my mom is, I mean, I've wondered, where did you come from? What were you adopted from? What gave birth to you? I mean, yeah. Yeah. So since being home in my mom's town, in my mom's county, watching my mom's people get their glee on as they chase me around and around the town with their grinning psycho enjoyment. You know what you guys remind me of? And I'm speaking directly to my mom's people here now. Directly to my mom's people and directly to your cousins that have shown up here to support you in this endeavor. I don't know. I guess I was going to say something and ask some questions, but all I can say is I see you. I see you, and watching you guys has made me understand, because I was always like, just wiping out a whole entire village of thousands of people. But what I saw for the hatred and the joy, the enjoyment that people took from this sneaky kind of passive-aggressive, hidden, murderous gang group hatred where you bond with each other because you can't stand each other. That's very, very obvious, is that people here do not like each other. Don't like each other, don't like other people. You can see why, but you still have that human need, because we are social creatures, to be social, and so you bond. Brene Brown brought it up and did all the research. Brene Brown, the psychologist, you bond negatively. So you have to find something to hate so you can get that social, psychological need that the human species, healthy human species, needs. But you get it in an unhealthy way. And it's so sick, and it's gone on for so many generations. So obviously people were either tweaked when they got out here and started stealing from the Native American people, raping, killing, stealing, and then you've kind of had that need underneath you. It looks like it looks like you've had that need to keep on doing that raping, sneaking, having a population where you can do anything to it. And but it's gradually been suppressed and suppressed and suppressed by civilization. That's why you guys have such a fucking cow. Excuse the pun. When federal government comes out here, and why Pacific Northwest is always trying to separate itself from the rest of the United States and all that stuff. And so being here, deeply immersed in all these people, deeply immersed in your cousins, remembering and going to counseling and processing why I almost got turned into somebody like Nicholas Cruz over there in Florida by the people here. Why the people here were so desperately experimenting. Because I would guess that this place and Columbine and the other places that had the first school shootings are all related to each other. Research-wise. Bet you do social research on violence and school shootings, however you categorize that, and abnormal sexuality. Abnormal human sexuality gets studied here, got studied here. The LGBTQ community got created and studied here. Not created, but concentrated. In our little concentration camp here. We got concentrated and studied by the Nazis. And I could name some of the Nazis. I could actually name them. Mengele monsters that you are. You're like a cross between Mengele and Dr. Moreau. So here we are. And being home with you guys has made me understand why there is entire populations where you've got, several thousand people grouped together that just need to be taken out. And the rest of us are going to be collateral damage. You can thank us for our sacrifice. I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting here and watching, but I feel like definitely collateral damage because somebody needs to come into this place and just take out the whole village. There's nothing good here. The children are not good. They're already ruined.